He started sending me pictures of himself, asking me to send pictures of myself to him.
And what did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Your response to him is, laugh out loud, I'm in bed. He says to you, really, that's hot. Did you try your new toy? I assume that that's not an erector set.
This is Judy Justice. Diane Harris is suing her ex-boyfriend, Scott Corey, for breach of contract and harassment.
All rise.
Have a seat, please.
Hello, Judge. Case 3104, Harris versus Corey.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Miss Harris, in what state do you live?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
How old are you?
33.
Have kids?
Yes, ma'am. A 2-year-old and a 7-year-old.
And you're a single mom?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know the defendant?
I met him in Arizona through my father.
Your father lives in Arizona?
Yes, ma'am.
So you were visiting him when? When you first met the
When
defendant?
I first met him in June of 2023, sorry.
You met him at your father's house? I want you to tell me how you met.
I did. I met him at my father's house. The first conversation that we had.
Just a second. How do you know her father?
Her father was my neighbor, and that's how I met him, and we became friends really quickly. He was a nice gentleman.
Are you still neighbors?
No, I've moved since.
Where did you move to?
Back to my home state, Minnesota.
When did you move to Minnesota?
That would have been the end of October of 2023.
Okay, so you met him through your father in June of 2023.
Yes.
And according to what I read, you became friends.
Yes.
That fair?
No, that is not true.
Okay. You tell me what happened when you met at her father's house.
We met in August of 2023, the beginning, and we kind of fell in
That
love.
sound right?
No.
August?
No, it doesn't sound right.
Okay.
It was a month or two before that.
Well, tell me about it. You mentioned a month or two before that at your father's house. You were visiting your father.
Yes, in June.
What did you do in Las Vegas?
I'm an armed security guard.
And you live alone with your 2 kids?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How did you get to Arizona?
I drove.
Whose car?
At the time, it was a rental car, so I drive through Lyft, and they have an app where you can actually get a rental car through their services. So that was the vehicle I was using.
So you didn't have a car of your own?
No.
So you met him in June. And what happened?
We became friends. I started taking trips out to Arizona to see him.
Okay, so that became more than just friends. You don't travel with 2 little children.
Well,
to visit somebody who was just your friend.
So,
just a second.
Okay, sorry.
It was just your friend.
Yes.
Okay. Where did you stay when you went to Arizona to visit him?
My father's or hotel.
Never stayed with him?
No. Well, correction, I did one time.
In what month did you stay with him?
October?
I'm asking
you. September or October, the beginning and the ending of September and October.
For how long?
Just for one night.
What you're suing Mr. Corey for is for $10,000 for breaching a contract to purchase a car for you and damages for you having to use other means of transportation. Now, that's what the case is all about. Because at some point, he went with you to a car dealership in what month?
September of 2023.
Beginning, middle, or end?
Beginning. September 6th, to be exact.
Now, it was also the month of September when you stayed over at his house.
Yes.
And when you went to the dealership on September 5th, you did, in fact, go with him.
Yes.
For what purpose?
To get me a vehicle.
Now, were you going to buy a vehicle? Did you have money to buy a vehicle on your own?
I did. I had a down payment for a vehicle. The whole purpose of him trying to help me is so that I could try to get something lower in a down payment or lower in cost for a vehicle. So he decided to help me on that.
Up until September 5th, had you ever been intimate with the defendant?
No, ma'am.
What about after you spent the night at his house?
No.
No.
No, ma'am.
Where did you sleep?
On the couch.
And he?
Slept on his bed.
Prior to September, had he made any romantic overtures to you?
Yes, ma'am, a few times.
Okay. Tell me what they were.
Text messages, videos of sexual gestures of himself.
No.
Prior to September?
Yes.
So you knew he had more than just a friendly interest in you?
Not quite. Just
Well,
'cause-
that's ridiculous. You have 2 children. You know when a man is sending you suggestive text messages and sexual videos that he's more interested in you other than as the daughter of his neighbor.
True.
Okay, you're a smart cookie. You don't have to be a genius to figure that out. So you know he had a romantic interest in you.
Yes.
Did you and the defendant ever discuss you relocating from Las Vegas to Arizona?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Mr. Corey, you indicate that that is the case, that the plaintiff and you had discussed her relocating to be with you in Arizona.
That is correct, yes.
Do you have any text messages or other messages that would reflect that?
No, I do not. I had changed.
Don't tell me you changed your phone. Everybody comes here, changes the phone. They lost their phone. The dog ate their phone. The kids flushed the phone, whatever it is. The answer is you don't have it.
Correct.
All right.
Diane Harris claims her ex-boyfriend, Scott Corey, broke their car agreement and harassed her.
Mr. Corey, you indicate that the plaintiff and you had discussed her relocating to be with you in Arizona.
Excuse me, Your Honor. We did have a conversation about me actually joining the corrections for the state of Arizona. So that was a conversation we had, but we never had a conversation stating that I was going to just pick up and move from Las Vegas to Arizona.
But you did discuss with him the fact that you were thinking about applying for a job in Arizona.
Yes, ma'am.
In security.
Yes, ma'am.
When was that conversation? What month?
That was in September.
Before the car was purchased.
Yes.
Then you go to the dealership, and it seems his credit is better than yours, you know, the usual whole story. He ends up purchasing the car in his name, and he is on the loan
Yes, ma'am.
that you took out for the car, and you put down the down payment.
Yes.
Okay, how much of a down payment did you put down?
$1,000.
And how much was the car?
A little over $28,000
Okay, so far your investment in the car is $1,000.
plus one car payment also that I have paid on the vehicle.
Okay, and when was that one car payment?
That was in November.
And how much was that car payment?
$400. It was just $400 flat for me.
Yeah, you got the car September 5th or 6th?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you drive the car the whole month of September?
Yes.
What about the month of October? Did you drive the car?
Yes.
Did you drive the car in November?
Yes.
Did you drive the car in December?
Yes.
Until when in December?
Up until a week ago, ma'am?
So you had the car up until a week ago?
Yeah.
So you had the car September, October, November, and December, and part of January. And your total investment was $1,400. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's what I'm asking you. So let's do the math.
Ma'am, there is a reason, if I can just say, there's a reason why that's all I put down. Since the loan is in his name, he had to actually add me to the account for me to make these payments. I didn't trust sending him the cash. So I had him add me on the account so that I can make payments from my bank account. Mm-hmm. He ended up taking me off of the account to where I couldn't make any payments on the vehicle. So that's why.
Okay. If I believed your whole story, that you were just friends and that there was no intimacy between you, if I believe that, which I could believe, but there's no question in my mind that you knew that his interest in you was more than just friendly. Now you have a $30,000 car, which he's stuck with. You've told him that, well, I'm thinking about coming to Arizona, applying for a job there. He is clearly thinking more that this friendship is going to proceed more, and you are letting him go through the process of thinking that. There's no question in my mind about that. There's no question in my mind about that. Listen, he says that the relationship was more than you are expressing to me. Would that be a fair statement, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
It was never more, but okay.
Okay, well, that's what he's saying. Whether it was or whether it wasn't, it's clearly something that he wanted and that you knew that he wanted, and he had a $30,000 obligation. You ended up not moving to Arizona, and after you got the car in September. You stayed with him one night at his house, one night in September. What happened in October?
I haven't seen him since. That
Why?
was the last time that I saw him.
Why?
The arguments that we've been getting into?
No. What arguments? So in September, you get the car. So there were no arguments. When did you start to have arguments?
Like right after, even a little bit before. We had arguments before. He has a drinking problem, so we would get in random arguments, random fights and stuff like that.
He's got a drinking problem and he got into arguments before. You still let him buy a car.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Why did you stop after you got the car communicating with him?
Because he wanted more from me. He was asking more of me and wanting me to do things that I wasn't comfortable doing.
Like what?
Like sexual actions that he wanted to do with me. And
yeah, okay. So I've sort of created a scenario which he doesn't even have to participate in. You drove a car September, October, November, December, and January, 5 months, and in total you paid $1,400 or $280 a month for the privilege of driving a $30,000 car. That's pretty reasonable, isn't it? Can't rent a car for $280 a month. You go to work?
Yes, ma'am.
And you get to work how? Because it's part of your damages.
I was getting to work with the vehicle.
Not this car. How are you getting to work prior to this car? You worked as security. How are you getting to
the
work?
rental car through the Lyft services, as I told you.
A rental?
Yes.
What kind of car?
It's whatever they give you. Sometimes you got to trade it in, so it's whatever they give you.
Great. And you pay for that by the day, by the week, by the month? How do you pay for it?
It's weekly.
How much do you pay weekly for it?
$680 a week.
$680 a week?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there's no question then for these 5 months, you made out like a bandit because you only paid for the total time that you had the car $280 a month, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he said, well, this isn't working out the way I thought it was. See, you don't have to say much. This isn't working out the way I thought it was. This is not a romance, right? Which is why I put my name on this loan to begin with. Is that a fair statement?
That's not what it was supposed to be. That's
what was it supposed?
Why he put his name on the?
Tell me why you think he put his name on it.
He didn't even know me well enough to even want to have an intimate relationship with me.
Tell me why
kids.
you think. Tell me why you think then he went with you and signed the loan. Tell me why you think he did that.
I think he did that because he was under the influence. First of all, because he's always drinking. And
if that's true, if you think that he was under the influence of alcohol and therefore was not in a position to make a decision, that's easy for me. Then your case is dismissed for that reason because he couldn't make a contract with you to buy you a car if he didn't have the mental capacity to do that. You want to come up with a different reason?
It's just something that he always done.
You have no case, Miss Harris. You drove a car.
What about the harassment and all that stuff?
You have no case with regard to the car. You have no case with regard to the car. That's it. You paid $1,400. He's not obligated to buy you a car.
Okay, ma'am, but I wasn't able to make those payments on the vehicle.
Whether you were or whether you weren't, you didn't. You drove a car for 5 months. You paid $280. It is a fraction of what you were paying before to get to and from work. So you're really not out any money.
In December,
Go buy a new car. Listen to me. Clearly, there was a misunderstanding between the two of you to the extent of where this relationship was going.
But in December, he took me off the account, so I was only able to pay that 1 month.
I don't care. You're not out any money.
Diane Harris is accusing her ex-boyfriend, Scott Corey, of refusing to pay for the car he purchased for her. She also claims Scott harassed her with inappropriate text messages.
Now, the other part of your lawsuit is for harassment.
Yes,
so now you're going to tell me when the harassment started and what it is.
The harassment started late September, late in the month, probably like the 15th or the 16th.
Well, you said you stayed over at his house the end of September or the beginning of October. That's
no, it was the beginning of September.
No.
That's when I got the car.
No, that's not what you told me. You told me you stayed at his house at the end of September. Would you find that spot for me? I may be mistaken. That is possible.
She said September or October, the beginning, the ending of September, October.
That's exactly what she said. The end of September or the beginning of October. You got the car September 5th and you stayed with him, according to you, one night at the end of September. That's what you testified to.
Okay, well, it was September 5th, the night that I stayed. I stayed at his house the day before we went to get the car.
Then you made, just a second, then you made a mistake. You made a mistake. You didn't stay at his house. You stayed at his house the night before you went to get the car. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you're going to tell me the harassment started, according to you now, on September the 15th. What did he do?
He started sending me pictures of himself, trying to interact in sexual stuff over the phone. He wanted me to show like my body parts. He sent me pictures of himself, asking me to send pictures of myself to him, which I have proof of.
Just a second. And what did you say?
I didn't say anything. I just said, no, I'm not into that. I'm going to bed. I got to put my kids to bed. So I just blew him off.
Okay, so you blew him off. What's next?
The videos and pictures of him. So he likes to find women on the internet and pay for them, and he'll send me videos and pictures of him with these other women. I also have these pictures and videos here.
Show me when you told him to stop sending you the videos. I'm assuming, for the purpose of this, I am assuming that he sent you videos that you didn't want to see. I'm assuming, for the purpose of this question, that from September 15th, he started to send you more sexually explicit things. So now I want you to show me what date you told him to stop. So it was ongoing from September 15th, but he would send you these things. Show me the, please stop. I don't want to see the video. I want you to show me, please stop. I don't want to have anything to do with those videos or this topic.
I just say no.
Just a second.
No, I don't want to. Okay.
No, just show me.
One second. I want to.
Shh. What are you showing me? I don't know what this is.
I'm
I want you to show me.
There's screenshots. So I'm
No. I'm not interested in screenshots. I'm interested in when, in this, you said to him, please don't show that to me anymore. Please don't communicate with me with regard to this topic. Don't show me any screenshots. I'm not interested. Just show me when you told him to stop.
Here's the one that says, no, I'm not interested. I got to put my kids to bed. And then.
Just a second. Madam, I don't want to embarrass you, but you gave this to me. Evidently, there's some intimacy here that you're stringing him along, which is what I think, because he says to you some sex act that he wants to do with you, and your response to him is, laugh out loud, I'm in bed. And he says, really, that's hot. He says to you, really, that's hot. Did you try your new toy? I assume that that's not an erector set or a gizmo. Did you try your new toy? And you respond to him, no, I got to put my kids to bed first. Not I got to put kids to bed. You said, no, I've got to put my kids to bed first. Don't you think that that's a lead on?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well,
no.
I'm sorry you don't think so, madam, but it is a lead on. Did he send you a sex toy?
No.
Did you buy it yourself?
No.
Well, just a minute, then why did you respond? Did you try your new toy? No, I got to put my kids to bed first. Your case is dismissed. You have no case. Goodbye. We're done.
This court is adjourned.
I am totally happy with her decision. This was nothing other than her trying to take advantage of me.
I really don't agree with it.
She kept asking for more and more and didn't really seem to care about myself and what's going on in my life.
I wasn't trying to string him along or anything like that.
The videos were my way of telling her I didn't want to be with her anymore. I sent them to her around that time in October. So
He just told me he was going to help me out and do something for me, and it turned out it being something other than that, me doing more than what I was expected for his help.
I'm not helping anybody out like that again.
He lived in a one-bedroom apartment, so I wasn't looking at him for any of his money.
This is as much social as it is legal. Mm-hmm. You know how crazed I get when men take advantage of women, empty out their bank account. Mm-hmm. You know, women need to nest and they get involved with people who are unsavory. I really feel the same way about women who, I believe, use their sexuality or promises of sexuality to extract certain things from a man with no intention of ever making the fantasy a reality in order to get something.
Especially something like a $30,000 asset.
Right. She drove that $30,000 asset for $280 a month, which was the cost of her down payment and the one payment she made. She testified that she spent to get to work $680 a week for a lift.
Yeah.
So she paid a fraction. So with all the money that you save over 5 months that you had been spending to get to and from work, you have more than enough for a down payment to get yourself a car. And that way you're not taking advantage of somebody who thought that this was a relationship that was going someplace. Clearly, it was a one-sided relationship.
And the harassment really had no grounds. I mean, I saw some of the text messages, and if it is truly harassment, there would have been more outrage at some of the things that he was sending. Don't ever text me again, lose my number.
Right.
There was multiple possibilities, none of which came from the plaintiff.
Yeah,
so
nothing. No, it's just that I have to put my kids to bed before I do that.
Let's break this down, because this case wasn't complicated. It was messy, and both sides played a part in it. You've got a single mom who meets a guy through her father, and very quickly, things start blurring. He's clearly interested in more than friendship. The texts, the behavior, all of it points in one direction. And let's be honest, she knew that. You don't get suggestive messages and still think, oh, this is just friendly. Come on. Then comes the car. A $30,000 commitment, in his name, while she puts down money and enjoys the benefit. But here's the turning point. She drives that car for 5 months, pays only a fraction of what it's worth, and then claims damages. That doesn't add up. And the harassment claim? If someone is truly crossing the line, you shut it down clearly. You don't respond casually. You don't laugh it off, you draw a boundary. That didn't happen here. Truth is, this was a one-sided expectation meeting a convenient situation. He expected a relationship. She accepted the benefits without matching that expectation. Let me ask you, if someone helps you like that, do you really think there are no strings attached? At the end of the day, accountability matters. You can't take the perks and then deny the reality behind them. If you found this case as unbelievable as I did, hit that like button, drop your honest opinion in the comments, and subscribe for more real, no-nonsense courtroom breakdowns.